Oh my goodness! Who wants some homicide blues? This is Rick Belkoffer, RB and Company. You can find them all over the internet.
This abuse, and I don't care what I have to lose.
We're gonna talk about.
I gotta make the truth come out, but I'm afraid what I'll find out about you. All my nights I've been suffering through, thinking over just what I might do about you. You black door man, I told him to stay away. I can't take it for another day. All his phone calls late at night, you out until 4 or 5, it's killing me. Now I hate to admit what's been on my mind, but I feel like I'm ready for some cold-blooded homicide.
We're gonna talk about content marketing. Got an eyeball peeking at me. Is that AD?
I gotta get out of here right now before I do what I've been thinking about. When I see you two running around, winding down the road, it's killing me. Now I hate to admit what's been on my mind, but I feel like I'm ready for some
Cold-blooded homicide. Oh yeah, true story.
Gotta give me a gun for one axe might do. Oh, baby, I've had it with you. Tired of all this messing around. Before I'm done, you'll be shook underground. I hate to admit what's been on my mind, but I feel like I'm ready for some
Cold-blooded homicide. Vincent, I see you. Awesome track from RB and Company from the Grand Haven, Michigan area. Awesome blues band. one of the top blues guitarists in the state of Michigan. Very good. Michael Sheets, I see you out there. Hats off to you and your new adventure that you're on. I've been gone missing in action lately, trying to find myself again and recalibrate my work and what it is exactly I'm doing, which I don't know. For the most part, the show is about me presenting myself to society and offering myself up for whatever variety of reasons a person could be on the offering plate. But I'm an artist and a single, a divorced father, lost my children in a divorce, and I wrote a book about my struggles in society, trying to find my way and myself. And I offer bits of my book through the show. Hey Brittany, I see you out there. Great to see Brittany. She's a new friend of mine in my area. We'll be riding motorcycles together pretty soon sometime, probably, or cooking out. But I want to talk about marketing for artists. The song you just heard is off of an album called Prospect Studios Black Cherry Jam compilation CD, and it was a contest that I had. Now, some people are musicians, for instance, and they want to get out on the internet and broadcast and try and build a listener base, but when they find out everything is paywalled, you have to pay fees, you realize that you're in another carnival in life, a digital carnival, and you can't let the digital carnival distract you from the real market that exists already or that you can create. Now, one great way to create an audience is to host a contest. You can go to if you're an artist or a producer or anyhow involved in the music business, go to Sonic Bids, SONICBIDS. I'll put a link for it in the comments. But what you can do is, this is an idea of how to get your work out there. When you host a contest, you research each submission. You research their band, see if they're on Reverb Nation, for instance, which is another site. I know my buddy Scott is on Reverb Nation, so he knows about that, but a lot of people don't know. What you do is you research the people who are making the submissions. You try and select winners from people who have already built up a listener base, a grassroots, on the ground, pair of feet followers. And the best way to do it is to host your contest, and of the winners, the people that you want to associate with have already done their homework in promoting their band. So when you have 10 bands and each band has their own market, you're multiplying your opportunity through their markets, because naturally you are showcasing their work to your people, and they may be completely clueless of how many people you have, your followers or listener base. They don't care. They care about the additional publicity. So you want to look for people who have a base set up and work with those people if you can, and that will help you multiply faster and get out there. It's a very tricky thing to do on the internet. If you're a writer of any kind, you know, all musicians, most musicians are writers too, and what you're writing is poetry or prose. So you can't ignore the submitting to contests. Sometimes they have a small fee, but you know, if you have to pay a fee, you want to be confident about your work that you're submitting. And which is a trick for most artists because they're inhibited or bashful or not very confident about their work. It's a sensitive subject, you know. As an artist, you go back and forth between being able to perform and present yourself to a group of people and being inhibited and very bashful and shy. Like myself, you know, I'm, you know, seem to be pretty outgoing, and I have multiple personalities and things like that, but I get into little boxes where I get closed in my little turtle shell in life, and I hide because I get some kind of a sense of maybe imposter syndrome, or I don't feel like I'm good enough because of, you know, all the people around me, which takes me to an important thing. If you are an artist, the best thing that you can do for yourself, whether it's for your artwork that you're creating or whether it's for your developmental aspect of yourself, sitting down with your journal, your drawing board of life, and working out serious problems with family and friends and things, and that's where your beautiful poems come from. So, sonic bids, build an EPK, electronic press kit, and then you go and you look for bands. If you're a musician looking for a band, you can go on there, look for a band. You can go on there, find gigs, or you can post a gig and host a contest. And it's a great way to exercise yourself as a producer, beginning producer, entry level. It's a great way to network, make friends, and build your business. You want to think more grassroots neighborhood. You want to make public appearances. Find out where the open mics are in your neighborhood. Find out where one of my favorite things to do is to go to not an open mic, but a karaoke, and I'll pull out an A-harp in the middle of Roadhouse Blues and start wailing on the A-harp, and the whole place just blows up because it's karaoke. They don't expect anybody to whip an instrument out, you know. And so I love doing karaoke. You know, after I perform, I've got 50 little old ladies coming up to me wanting to tell me about their granddaughter and all this stuff. It's a great way to sell publicity, promotional CDs on the spot, and build your following right in your hometown. Don't forget about your hometown. The thing is if people in your hometown don't support you and believe in you, you got a lot of balls going to somebody else's town to try and sell your work. Important lesson, and I'm not very successful at what I do per se, but my main focus isn't, I'm not trying to sell my book so much as to be out there, you know. Every time I do a show, it's me begging my kids to talk to me, and I record them, and I'll be dead and gone soon, and this will be all they have left. And so I do take a lot of pride in doing the show and sharing with people, and sharing my flaws and things that most people have and become inhibited about. You know, my teeth aren't perfect, which August 8th I'm going in, or finally got a dentist appointment. They're going to remove all my teeth, and I'm getting my dentures finally, so I'm excited about that. Let me see who's out there. Is anybody talking to me? I gotta get my monitor up. I got my motorcycle fixed. I had a situation with my motorcycle, my Harley. The battery went bad in it. Had a situation with my motorcycle. Stop that. Yeah, the battery went bad in it, and I just replaced it. So let's hope my stator's good. It's reading 14.18 or 14.2 on the battery leads with the motor revving. Doesn't seem like that's high enough to me. And I have continuity when I check the stator. So getting ready to take the bike up for a ride. So, back to my band, the Bandana Brothers. This was an album from 2005. This was my debut song, Runaway Bride, about a lady in the news, Jennifer Wilbanks. Should be played at every wedding. Yeah.
My dog Riley.
Paul says, just name the band Free Beer. Listen to our beat. I didn't think about the name of it when I wrote it. You know, as far as being overplayed. I look up Runaway Bride, the list is like a mile long of songs called Runaway Bride, and of course the movie. Oh man. But anyway, that was from 2005, Memorial Day. Story is, this is the show that never should have been. It was completely accidental all the way around almost. I went to Danny and I said, Danny, I got an idea for a song because it's in the news still and maybe we can get some publicity and get famous, get some money, start drinking the good booze instead of that $5 a fifth rock guy. Yeah, so we sit down and he scratches out an intro line idea and comes up with a basic 12-bar blues boogie, and we played the song a few times in the studio, and then we went down to a liquor store, and there's a girl down there, beautiful girl with $200 panties on all the time. She was down there, so we went down to play the song for her. And while we were playing out front of the store at the deli, a man coming through with a drop-top car and a three-piece suit, double-breasted blazers, pinstripes, looking suave as hell. And he walks in, bought something, walks out, came back in, gave me a business card, and asked me if I had one. Said he was looking for acts. I didn't think anything of it because we're preoccupied with the girl. So 6 weeks later, 8 weeks later, almost a full 2 months, a guy calls me out of the blue asking if we could do a 2-hour show. And Danny and I never did a 2-hour show before. We just goofed around at the studio. We were playing open mics and things like that. We never really did a show so much as made appearances and played. So anyway, I says, yeah, we could do a 2-hour show. And I called Danny. I says, Danny, we got a gig playing to buy the police a new canine at the VFW hall, the 3023 D.W. Cassard down on Front Street in Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids, Michigan, you Ohioans out there. So anyway, I says to Danny, we got the show, and he says, well, shit, we're gonna need a ringer. So he called RB, and the three of us met at the show that day to perform. Didn't rehearse or nothing, and just played, and we had a ball. And I was thankful to have that time because right after that, on 6/6/06, Danny passed away, and we lost out on a couple of radio station gigs because of his death. And I have lacked confidence in my own artistic ability to perform so much without him. Losing him as a bandmate was a huge loss. Danny was the backbone of what we did, but he had stage fright, which disabled him from being able to sing. He wasn't confident about his voice. And so because of my flamboyant character, personality, my stage presence, Danny made me his protege, and he gifted me the rights to all the music before he died. He knew he was going to die. We just didn't know when. So yeah, very sad starving artist story. Very sad. But I don't know, should we play the guitar? I don't know if I should play the guitar or not. I'm not a really good, see you, Paul. I'm not a very good guitar player. I'm a composer. Let's see if we can compose something. We use Rhonda. Or no, let's play with Rosie. yeah. I just love this guitar. It's got a Bigsby on it. Bought it new. Shouldn't be playing a guitar. I got dirt all over my hands from the bike. Or something like that. Oh, yeah, I haven't played in a long time. I have not been practicing. Which usually what I do is I do the show and I play live, practice live. I never rehearse. So sometimes I get lucky and a great song comes out. You just never know. Thing is not to be afraid to hit that first note. I call it the happy accidental blues, where I pick up the guitar and I'll hit a note and I'll just find another note with my ear and basically just trip through the whole thing. And sometimes it works out really beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, I'm crazy old Captain Mad Zack. Crazy like a fox. Mad scientist. Mad. Clearly. Anybody ever needs any support, any help, any questions, feel free to DM me. I know who to block and who not to. I'm always here. 523 days sober for everybody out there that's wondering if I'm drunk or not. Very proud of myself. It's hard not to drink these days when you're surrounded by a bunch of idiots. Yes, it is. Anyway, peace, love, and you know who cares. I'm Mad Zack, here to support you. Yeah. Come see me. We'll find something special.